Today we'll be looking at some likely questions from a common entrance examination. So, question number 1: if x over 5 equal to 15, what is the value of x? What is the value of x? Okay. Now x over 5 equal to 15, and at the same time you can say 15 over 1. 15 over 1 will give you the same 15. So from here, what we will do is to cross multiply. You cross multiply, x will multiply 1 and 5 will multiply 15. So x times 1 will give you x. 1x is the same thing as x. Then you have equal to sign here. 15 times 5. X equal to 15 times 5 will give us 75. How do we get 75? 15, 5. 5 times 5 will give us 25. Remember 2. 5 times 1 is 5. Plus 2 will give us 7. So the value of x is 75. And therefore, if we check what we have from the beginning, x over 5, we said is equal to 15. So if you check, and the value of x is 75. 75 over 5 will give us 15. Yes. 5 goes in 7 is 1. Remember 2. Put 2 here. 25. 5 goes in 25 is 5. So the equation is correct. Now let's look at another question. We have a triangle like this. In the triangle below, calculate the value of x. Calculate the value of x. Where you have a right angle triangle, A, B, C. Here is 5 centimeter and here is 12 centimeter. And this side you have x. So you are asked to find the value of x. This is opposite. This is adjacent. And this side is the hypotenuse. So we use the Pythagorean rules. If you have the opposite and the adjacent, if you are given the opposite and the adjacent, and you are to find the hypotenuse side, you have x squared equal to 5 centimeter square plus 12 centimeter square. But if one of these two sides is not given, is one of the either opposite or adjacent is not given, and you have the hypotenuse, the sign will not be plus, it's going to be minus. But when you have the two sides, adjacent and opposite, we add the square of the two sides together and find the square root. So therefore you have x squared equal to 25 centimeter square plus 12 square is 12 times 12 is 144 centimeter square. So you have an x square. When you add the two numbers together, 144 plus 25 961, you have 169 centimeters square. What you are asked to calculate is x, not x squared. Therefore, you find the square root. Find the square root of both sides. So you have the square root of x squared equal to the square root of 169 centimeters squared. So the square root of x squared is x. These two cancel this one. So you have the square root of 169 is 13. And the square root of centimeter square is centimeter. So your answer equal to 13 centimeter. Now let's look at another question. Now convert 80%. Convert 80% to a fraction. And multiply the result by 20. Multiply the result by 20. This is our next question. Okay, convert 80%. It's like when you give a student question to answer, and out of 100, you got 80. So if you want to write it, it's going to be 80 over 100. So 80% is 80 over 100. So what they said we should do is to change it to fraction first, and thereafter multiply the result by 20. So if you have to break it down, the two numbers, both the numerator and the denominator, ends with 0. So you cancel the first 0, you are left with 8 over 10. The two numbers are equal numbers. So one of the characteristics of equal numbers is that equal number can divide, two can divide any even number. So 2 goes there, we give you 4. 2 goes there, we give us 5. Now, we now go to the second statement there that says multiply the result by 20. So what we have 4 over 5, then you multiply it by what? By 20 over 1. So we have 4 times 20 over 5 times 1 will give us 5. 5 goes there 1, 5 goes in 20 will give us 4. And 4 times 4 will give us 16. So the question is convert 80% to a fraction and multiply the result by 20. Now we can do it directly like this, or we may even go this way. We may go this way to do it. You can also say 80% of 20. 80 over 100 multiplied by 20 over 1. Times with 0, cancel the 0. We are left with 8 times 20 over 10. 10 goes here 1, 10 goes in 20 is 2. 8 times 2 will give us 16. Now let's look at another question. One quarter of a number number is 64. What is the number? What is the number? The number we are talking about is not given. So we can use any letter to represent the value of that number. But they told us that the answer is equal to 64. So let's use any number. Let P represent the number. Okay? So what is 1/4? 1/4 is 1/4 of P. We said that is equal to 64. So we have 1/4 multiplied by P equal to 64. 1 times P will give us P. We have P over 4 equal to 64/1. So here you cross multiply. So when you cross multiply, P will multiply 1. We have P, and you have equal to 4 times 64. 64 times 4. 4 times 4 will give us 16. Remember 1. 4 times 6 will give us 24. Plus 1 will give us 25. So the answer is 256. If you check, you will discover that 1/4 of 256 will give us 64. Now there is another question. We have another question. We have another question. It says, solve the equation. Solve the equation. We have 2y plus 3y plus 5 equal to 20. Y plus 3y plus 5 equal to 20. Now look at these two numbers. This one has y and this one also has y. If you add them together, 2 plus 3 will give us 5y plus 5 equal to 20. Now this one has y, this one does not have, and this one does not have. You collect the like terms. This plus is for 5. You bring this one here to change to minus. So you collect like terms. So if you collect like terms, you have 5y equal to 20. It is plus here. When you crosses this equal to, you change to minus 5. So you have 5y equal to 15. Then you divide both sides by the coefficient of y. And the coefficient of y here is 5. So you have 5y over 5 equal to 15 over 5. So 5 will cancel 5. You are left with y equal to 5 goes in 15 will give us 3. What is the median of the scores? What is the median of the scores? Where you have 4, 1, 2, 0, 5, 3, 4. So what we are going to do to find the median, according to the definition, median is the middle number after we might have arranged our numbers either in ascending order or descending order. But in a situation whereby we have two numbers at the center, what we do is that we add the two numbers together and divide them by 2. So let's arrange the number. The smallest number here is 0. Right? 0 followed by 1. How many 1? Just 1. Followed by 2. Followed by 3. Followed by 4. We add 2, 4 here. And the last one is 5. So we need to count and be sure how many numbers we have from the question and what we listed here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So how many do we have here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we pick one here, we pick one here. We pick one here, we pick one here. We pick one here, we pick one here. So we have picked 3, 3, 3. 1, 2, 3 here. 1, 2, 3 here. So the middle number is 3. Therefore, median is 3. So I believe that we have been able to get one or two things from today's teaching. When next time we meet, we'll continue from this. We will be looking at questions from the previous common entrance examination. Thank you very much.